So yeah, don't worry. Yeah, my prof asked me to come and talk to the students about
Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to the second All Candidates Forum for the 2016 Douglas Students Union elections. My name is Mike. I'm one of the members of the Electoral Committee.
My name is Marissa, and I am another member of the Electoral Committee.
And so the format for the All Candidates Forum will be that every candidate gets 1 minute to make an opening statement, and then there will be 6 questions, of which each candidate gets 30 seconds to reply. After this, we will be taking questions from students, and each one of those responses will get 30 seconds each. And then finally, there will be closing remarks, where every candidate will be given 1 minute to make a closing statement. Good? Okay. So I'll invite the candidates over here to make their opening statements. Again, 1 minute each. Any order you want.
Let's just do our order.
Okay, all right. Are you timing me? Yeah, it's all right. Are you ready? Can I go? Am I starting now? I'm just kidding. Hi. So yeah, my name's Aaron. Aaron Armutlu. I'm running with Team Action, which is all of these awesome people except minus Iman, who's not here. And as you can see, we're a pretty diverse group. We come from all corners of the globe and campus, and we really feel like we can represent you guys in a really positive way. I'm running for treasurer, and I'm excited to answer some of the questions that are going to be asked. So yeah, thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Sterling Hillman. I am running for disability representation. I would like to thank everyone who's out here today. I'd like to thank my team supporting us, supporting me, making me a better person every day. I want to let everyone know that I am here to serve your needs in any way possible, whether it be someone to talk to, someone to ask questions about, anything, you name it. I'm here for you. Thank you.
Hi guys, so I came here to play baseball, I came here to get an education, and I came here to figure out what I wanted to do with the rest of my life, basically, just as you did probably. But something happened at that time. When I was here at Douglas, I fell in love with the people, the community, and the Royals' pride. And as an athlete here at Douglas, I don't only want to represent the athlete's voice, but I want to represent the student's voice, and ensure that your voice is heard, whether it be to the media, to local MPs, and local MLAs as your external coordinator. And so I'm with a team called Action, and we're a unified group of leaders who actually want to make a change. And yeah, vote for Action. Thanks, guys.
Hi, my name is Tanisha Klassen, and I'm running for the Pride representative position as part of Team Action. So I've grown closer to the college in the past year. I started working at the Learning Center. I get to see how students learn, help them participate more in their education here, and that's very important to me. One of the main things that I really want to do, I want to make sure all of our events and our spaces are inclusive, safe, so people, regardless of gender, sexuality, race, disability, anything, can all feel safe and have the opportunity to really participate here at Douglas College and really get involved and feel what I felt since I've been getting involved. Thank you guys so much.
Hi guys, my name is Jerzy Mazurek. I'm running with this awesome team of individuals over here. Our name is Action. A little bit about myself. I came to this college not quite knowing what I want to do, and being immigrant, I did not have many friends, so I started to volunteer for DSU, and over time I really started to love Douglas College and their students. And this is gonna be my third and last year, and I really have interest of Douglas College students at heart, and as Sterling said, I'm here for you, and I believe that now with this team we can make many of your dreams come true. Thank you.
everyone, my name is Prabjot Hundal, and I'm running for a member at large position with my team Action. I'm a first year international student from India, and I plan to make transition process to a new country and a new college easier for international students. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Sahara Tom. I'll be running for the Aboriginal representative. I'm half First Nations from Lake Babine Nation up in Burns Lake, and I believe that I will be the best option to help connect Aboriginal students with the rest of Douglas College.
Hello everyone, my name is Manuel Peña. I am an international student from El Salvador. I am a second-year business student, and I want to let you know that I've been involved on campus since I came, as well as my team called Action. This is a team based on experienced leader among campus, and me and my team believe that we are going to be the best representatives for you guys, for the students of Douglas College, because we put passion in what we do. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Paul Wittiawapat, and I'm an international student. This is my second year in sports science, and I'm running for member at large position with my team called Action. All my team are really involved with Douglas College and full of experience. What I want to do is I want to make difference. Since I'm an international student, I see that 15% of Douglas College is international student, and I want to make it better, because I feel like international really divided from our domestic student. I want to bring it together and make a big community, and your voice, it really matters, so vote for Action. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Monique Polino, and I'm running for the college relations position with my team Action. I've been in this college for a very long time, and I've grown to love it so much. I've made great relationships with students as well as staff members, faculty members, and with different departments, and I believe that I'm a great fit for this position, and my team is a great fit for representing you. Thank you.
Hey, what's up? Hello, everybody. It's a little bit more nerve-wracking up here than you would expect, but my palms are sweating, so I won't shake any of your hands. My name is Meredith Graham, and I'm running for the David Lamb coordinator position, and with this incredible team Action, and I am so humbled and stoked to have the opportunity to represent all of you on campus who study here, and predominantly those who study at David Lamb. Really want to be bridging the two campuses and have equal representation between the two of them, so that we have the same opportunities, events, campaigns, etc. happening out in Coquitlam, and so that we feel as equally represented as the awesome students here. And I just really look forward to getting to know all of you and answering any questions and being part of your voice. Thank you.
Okay, on to the first question. So, there are many international students on campus, and as Douglas College expands, they will become the largest growing demographic on campus. Along with tuition fees, international students also face unique challenges. How will you, or what will you do to better support international students? You get 30 seconds for each response.
Yeah, sorry. Ready? Okay. Yeah, that's a great question. As you heard, we have 3 international students on our team, because we think that'll be a great sort of representation that's proportional to the number of international students that are here at Douglas. And we did that because we really want to open up that dialogue with international students, so that we can interact with them and have an arm reaching out into that community, so we can find out what it is that they want, which are things that they'll probably talk about. So yeah, thanks.
international students are awesome people, just like you and me, just like everyone else. I know because I have quite a bit of friends that are international students. They have awesome events planned on Saturdays to play sports, you know, get together. And I attended one, even though I'm not an international student, and it was awesome. Everybody's just having fun, having a good time, and that's what it's all about. We're supposed to enjoy this institution that we're all paying for, you know? We've got to come together and enjoy this time.
Great question. So with the growing population of international students, the tuition fee for them is extremely high. So something that we can look into if we get elected is an international fund. So we already have a performing arts fund, which is for students in the performing arts, and they can tap into that if they would like to. So we can have a fund for the international students that can lower their tuition costs as well. Thank you.
Okay, so although I know their international students' tuition fees are much higher, since that's definitely a difficult thing for us to be tackling, something that I really want to do is definitely advertise more of the international events, try and, like some people have said, bridge the gap between international and domestic students, making sure everybody feels the same amount of connection here, whether they're born here or whether they're not, and making sure we have the support systems for them, because we all know that people get homesick, they're away from their families. Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm not an international student. Fortunately, I have 3 teammates that can help me out with understanding their needs and problems if they have any. Something that we can help them out, since they're paying a tremendous amount of money, is advocate for a program called an Open Education. Open Education is free textbooks for students. Some of the UBC profs implemented. There's no reason why we shouldn't. Thank you.
Well, I'm an international student myself, and I know how difficult it can be, and that is why we are pushing for 3 main things. Number 1 is open textbooks, which will reduce their cost, and number 2 is better scholarships for international students to go to field trips, field schools, and number 3, more events which are inclusive, which include both domestic and international students to break the divide in between them. Thanks.
Okay. So I understand that being away from home and being international can be really tough on you, and it can be really tough trying to get to know everyone at the new school. So we really want to open up more events to all the students to kind of connect everyone, and so everyone can get a better understanding of Douglas and to connect more with each other.
Hi everyone. As I said, I am an international student. Coming here to Canada was a hard step for me as well as for my parents, since they are paying for everything I have. I would like to increase the international student scholarship to help international students pay for their academic costs. Also, I believe we should increase the awareness for the events, like volunteering events, in order for them to improve not only like their interpersonal skills, but Douglas College itself.
Hello everyone, and I already said that I'm also an international student, so I don't want to promise that we will lower the tuition fee, but what we want to do is we want to make more connection out there for international students, and we want to ask them what do they want. But one thing we can do for them as right now, we want to bring in open textbook like my colleague already had said, because that will decrease some of their tuition down, and also we want to bring in one more scholarship. Thank you.
We are really happy that we're working with 3 international students on our team. I feel that there is a divide between domestic students and international students, and we are going to change and shift this culture on campus. International students are not just revenue generators. They bring a rich diversity in our school, and they make really great friends. We are going to work with international students to create a more inclusive community. Thank you.
I think in addition to everything that's already been said, which I fully agree with, one thing that I just really want to encourage everyone here who is a domestic student is to really learn and take the time to learn from the international students and to make room in all their spaces, because they, like has already been mentioned, they have a lot to offer, rich, diverse cultures and activities, arts, etc., that we could really benefit from, and I encourage us all to do that.
Okay, the next question is, we have many talented and skilled athletes at Douglas College. Unfortunately, many students are not aware of the great athletes that we have. What are your ideas to create greater community support for the Douglas Royals athletes?
Let's just...
Same order. All right, same order. Yeah, I don't want to go. Okay, all right. Athletics is a huge student group on campus and something that we really care about. You know, we have an athlete on our team, and we have a lot of friends that are athletes, and we're really going to push to make sort of athletics a big part of Douglas, because we know the type of community that it can create, and you know, reaching out to Athletes Council and stuff like that, so that they can we can work with them in order to figure out what it is that athletes want,
In regards to athletics, I think it's a huge group of awesome people who work their butts off to be prepared for their games, for everything. The student union is here to support them. Whether they have ideas of letting the students know about games, here's an easy idea: stream all the games right there. Why not? Let everyone see if they want to. Thank you.
As an athlete myself, I know the difficulties between balancing school and baseball. So something that we're trying to look into is to offset the costs of athletics, because we pay to play, is looking to create Royals fan gear for everyone in the entire college. So that would be hats, sweaters, shirts, and all the money raised from this apparel would go right back into athletes and into equipment for us, into traveling costs. And another thing we're looking into is, okay, I'm getting cut off, thanks.
Again, I think awareness is probably the biggest thing. So the more people that we get out to games, the more empowered, excited our athletes are going to be, the more that school spirit is going to be built. So I feel like the DSU can definitely take that initiative and advertise more, be like, okay, there's a game today, tomorrow, say who's playing, who we're playing, get that hype going, because there's nothing better than sitting in a big group of like-minded people all cheering for the same cause.
Again, thank you, Surya, because you are one of our athletes on the team, and also I have a bunch of friends who are also athletes. And I may be wrong, but from what I picked up, what's needed is funds and advertisements, so we can help on both accounts. There has been talk about fun gear for like all the college students, as well as in supplementing the athletes' scholarships. I'm being cut off. Thank you.
I think my friends here already mentioned the fan gear and the funds. I think more than the funds, we want to be present at the games and give them that support, and also encourage fan buses to take people from Douglas to their games for support. Thanks.
So for athletics, it's a lot of difficult work to be an athlete and to promote the games because they are a big part of our school. So we'd like to do more promotion and bring more fans towards the athletics so we can bring back more support to the athletic associations. And we'd like to work closely with the Athletes Council.
I consider myself an athlete as well, so I really understand how important fans and the support are for the athletes. Therefore, we will try to implement bus trips and fan gears to all students in Douglas College in order to give them the motivation to go support the sport and keep the athletes motivated and give their best.
Hello everyone again. So I know our athlete worked really hard to play and represent our Douglas College. So what we want to do is whatever scholarship that they have for an athlete, we want to match that, and we want to give out more scholarship for our athlete because they work really hard. Also, like my colleague already said, we want to create fan gear and we want to have fan buses because they need our support. So thank you.
We are aware that athletes need more support, and we want to work with them and listen to their needs and initiatives, whether that's bringing in more students during games or supporting their fundraisers. As college relations coordinator, I believe the support doesn't just come from students, but also from staff members and faculty and administrators. I will be that liaison. I believe that there should be a growing pride for our athletes, and it starts with us. It starts with action.
So my name is Meredith and I'm a child and youth care counselor and I can barely run. So I really have a lot of respect, admiration, and appreciation for all of the athletes. And something that I think that we can do is what's already been mentioned is really rallying and gathering around those students and getting together, and instead of a pub night, how cool would it be to have a games night and just rally and have that fun spirit together so that we can all feel the pride of being a Douglas College Royal.
Okay, and just a quick announcement. We will be taking questions from students. Should you wish to ask a question, just come down to where the camera is in front of the podium, and there are some white pieces of paper on the ground. Just like write down your question and put it in the red basket located also beside the camera, and we'll read them out after these questions are finished. So, the next question is, one of the best ways for students to get involved and engage on campus is through the many DSU clubs. What are some challenges that clubs face, and how will you, or what are your ideas to better support clubs on campus?
Start it? Okay. So clubs are a big part of the DSU and the college, and they really add to the whole community feel that's going on. And we have a couple of club execs that are on our team who will probably identify themselves. So, again, we're being represented in that light. And I think the most important thing is not just, this whole idea of just, throwing funds or other sorts of resources at them, but it's that whole idea of being physically there and putting effort into them and figuring out what it is that they need and helping them in that way. So.
As founder of the Environmental Stewards of Douglas College, I've seen there's a lot of challenges regarding creating a club. For one, we won a pizza party at Clubs Day. Woo! But we could only have it at one campus. What about the members at David Lamb? I don't think it's fair that only one campus is favored than the other. I want to eliminate that. Action.
One challenge that clubs face is obviously getting people to come out to the same day every single week. So something that we could look into is having multiple days that these clubs would be in effect, and so more people would be getting involved and getting to know about these clubs, and more people would be enjoying the benefits of these clubs. Thank you.
I think an obvious challenge that clubs face is the fact that some people maybe are too nervous to come out, or maybe they just don't know what the club is really about. There's not a lot of awareness. So I think raising awareness and making sure that people know that all of the clubs are accepting, inclusive, that they can, anybody from any walk of life can come in, have fun, join this club if that's something that they want to do. So we definitely want to promote that vibe, not just for clubs, but across the entire campus.
There are new clubs popping out into existence every day. We just had a new club forming in, so there's not a problem with clubs themselves. The challenge that we face is not knowing what, as some of my team said, that not knowing what the clubs are, what are they about. So what we can do is do a little bit more advertising, and if people are afraid to ask the club representative themselves, we got to learn and talk to them.
I think we have a lot of clubs at the college, but they aren't very popular, and that is why I want to use the DSU social media channels to increase their popularity, and maybe make short videos for each club, because visuals are more attractive. Thanks.
Okay, so one thing that we would like to do is provide more support to all the clubs, especially at David Lamb, because the majority of the clubs within Douglas are at New West right now. So we want to be able to provide that support for both campuses and all the students.
I believe that clubs are a big part of this college, and one of the biggest problems they face is letting all their students know they exist. So I will push with my team to give them more monetary support in order for them to create better events, bigger events, to engage more with the community of this college.
Hello again. I believe club is really important, and like my colleague already have said, that some students, they don't really know that they exist, so we want to push toward and make a big event and push and represent that and have a booth out and show them that all this club, and also not a lot of students available at all the time that the club have, so we want to make more time slot for them. Thank you.
I'm a part of the exec team for the DSU Hip Hop Club, and we have been around since 2009. There is definitely a lack of support for clubs and a lack of promotion for resources. I want to create a clubs manual that will outline resources and tips for new clubs. I want there to be a clubs council where exec teams can get together, communicate with each other, and build a better sense of community. Thank you.
I'm part of the exec club for the Psychology Society, and what I've observed is that in the David Lamb campus, there just aren't spaces. There aren't enough spaces for people to get together. So one of the things we're looking at as a sort of long-term plan is a building for DSU on the David Lamb campus. I also think creative advertising. How many of us actually look at posters anymore and see what day and time things are happening? So we need to really think outside the lines of the box and be creative. Thank you.
Okay. So I'm a student at Douglas College, and I don't have time to get engaged on campus, and I don't really know about the DSU. What do you think of this statement?
So this is something that we hear a lot. We call them commuter students. You know, they come to class and they go home. There are lots of opportunities available at the college. You know, we take advantage of a lot of those opportunities. And I think the biggest thing for me and my team that we would do is just sort of don't make it difficult for students to find that. You know, they don't have time or they don't know what is available or anything like that. And it's not a matter of keeping things around and making them dig for it, but we have to work hard to. All I see is fingers going down, so it's
At Douglas College, it's about doing what you love. Do. It's in the name of the school. You know, when I came here, there wasn't an environmental club, so I made one. You know, if you want to do something, come to the DSU, and like Nike and Shia LaBeouf said, just do it!
I think that statement is quite true of a lot of students here at Douglas College, and so we have some ideas. So like we wanted athletic gear, we wanted to push more not parties, pub nights at the DSU. But other than that, we want to hear your ideas. So if that statement is said, we want to hear what you want because we represent you. So whatever you want to see at the college is what we want to do for you. Thanks.
So when I hear that statement, it actually just makes me like really upset because I definitely was that student and I wasn't fulfilling like this whole experience. I wasn't experiencing what you're supposed to feel at college. And then finally, once I started getting involved, that's when I started feeling it. Being a part of a team, joining things, getting involved, I think just opening that dialogue and letting those kind of students know that like, okay, the majority of us up here were that student, and it's definitely possible to get out with help of the DSU reps.
I agree. That's the case with many of the Douglas students. Whenever we are tabling, I can see them just in between classes. But the question is why? Why are you so busy? Like, is it because one of our services may help you out with your lack of time? I can see, for example, it's impossible to get computer in the library. We do have extra computers in DSU. What do you need? We can help you.
I think DSU should be seen more on the campus, and that is why we want to create more events in the concourse and do tabling here and promote all the events there. That is why whenever somebody passes by, they have to look at it and they have to get involved. Thanks.
So I know that a lot of students, they don't really feel too connected within the school, so we want to provide more leadership opportunities on campus, and we want to provide more services for students to connect with each other and have a better experience at Douglas.
Besides everything my great team has said, one of the problems why students don't have time to engage on campus is because they work far away. So I believe we should push and increase the number of jobs on campus in order to help them to stay here more, have time to go for their classes, study here, volunteer more, and at the same time be working and getting money. Thank you.
So, hello again. So, as international student, I know some internationals say that afraid because they're afraid to come out, because English is their second language and they're afraid to talk to domestic students. So we want to have tabling out and provide more and give them information that it's going to be both international and domestic event for the students, so they can come together and share experience. So international students, don't be afraid to speak English. Thank you.
a lot of students don't know about DSU, and we are going to change that. We want to make DSU to be a welcoming and engaging environment. We want students to come to us and tell us what's missing on campus and have an open discussion of their needs. Each person on my team will create that great relationship and create that great atmosphere, and that will be a big difference for student involvement on campus.
When I consider that statement, I think it's a fair statement. I think sometimes it's really difficult and challenging to get involved, and you don't know what you don't know. So again, I go back to creative advertising about how we can actually get the word out that these things exist on the campus. And also starting small. The peer health education program was born out of this idea of having just small incremental opportunities for engagement on campus. So things that are happening on the concourse, you don't need to join a team or a club. You can have one moment of engagement that's powerful and lasting. Thank you.
Okay, so the Douglas Students' Union regularly meets and lobbies Douglas College. What do you think are important issues that students face on campus, and what is your plan to tackle these issues?
Okay. So there's obviously a lot of issues that we want to lobby with the college to advocate for students for what it is that they need. Now, the rest of my teammates are obviously going to touch on a lot of those things, but I think the important thing that I want to get across is the fact that a lot of us have an absolutely amazing relationship with the college and the administration, and so we already have that conversation that's open already and those contacts, and we can work with that in order to get the things that students want.
So if our team gets elected, there's lots of lobbying to be done. And we feel that people who are passionate need to be doing that lobbying. Because if people are passionate about helping people and helping the school, then that's how things will get done. And as Aaron said, we have a great connection with the community on campus, and that's how we're going to do it. Thank you.
I think that it's important for all of us to recognize on Team Action that we also have a lot to learn, and we're not in a place of all-knowing, and that's where our relationships with the greater student body are going to come to be really critical. We need to learn more about what is going on and then take the knowledge that we have, the knowledge that we're learning, come together and approach the college in a respectful, helpful, collaborative, partnership manner so that stuff can be done. We're not adversaries, we're not enemies, we're all in it for the same goal together. Thank you.
Although there are many issues that we can and should be lobbying about, one thing that I'm super passionate about is, as Pride representative, is sort of the LGBTQ community on campus and just in the greater college sphere. So that's definitely something that I'd want to be lobbying for. So just more inclusive spaces, more just knowledge, support that's like ingrained in like college policies and things like that, just to make sure that everybody feels safe.
For those who attended DSU events, you can see that they can be pretty awesome. For those who attended college, it's the same thing. They're awesome. Throughout the years, college and DSU had their fights together. They couldn't work with each other. But imagine, it has such a great potential. Put those two great organizations together and do a brainstorm and just create the events of, like, I don't know, century. Thank you.
Speaking for international students, we want to collaborate with the college to create better scholarships for international students. Thanks.
Alright, so what I would like to do is to provide more events to connect the Aboriginal students with the rest of Douglas College, to provide more services to kind of get everyone to know each other more and to kind of bring more of the Aboriginal culture into our college.
When I came here to Douglas College, I started volunteering just because I needed to improve my UBC personal profile. But later on, I found out that that was one of my passions, working with people around the college. Therefore, I think I should increase the events on campus, because there are a lot of opportunities students can get from here, a lot of connections. So yeah, I would go for increasing the number of events on campus. Thank you.
Hello everyone. As I'm an international student, and I know not a lot of international students come from a wealthy background, so I want to put toward more scholarship for international students, so that can help their family and their parents on their spend. Thank you.
One of the biggest issues that we hear are wait lists. Students are either held back a few semesters, or they're one class short from graduating, or they even leave Douglas College. So we are going to work with College Board, the senior management team, the Education Council to create solutions for this growing issue. Thank you.
As your disabilities representative, and as someone who's battled with and constantly battles with anxiety and depression, I want to eliminate the stigma associated with disability. You know, whether it be mental impairment, anything, even getting in the building can be hard for some people. If you can't reach that button, how do you expect to get in the building? This is what I want to change.
Okay. So, the Douglas Students Union also regularly lobbies the 3 levels of government. What do you think are important issues to lobby at the municipal, provincial, and federal level?
All right. We're each obviously not going to answer each of those levels, so we'll probably all touch a lot of those little things. But at least for me, something that's important at like the municipal level is I know that the UPass is done with that. So you know, making sure that we're constantly lobbying with the municipal government to make sure that the UPass is something that comes at a low cost to students, so that public transportation, you know, is affordable, and so that, you know, students can get to college so that they can get educated.
I think it starts with, you know, starting at the ground level. Let's work with New West. Let's work with Coquitlam, because we're bringing, as students, we bring business. We're bringing a lot of positive things, and I think it should be reciprocal. I didn't even know, but there's fishing at the lake across from Coquitlam. You know, who likes to fish? Anyone? Yeah, there we go. You know, we could have a fishing. Get Coquitlam to come in here, talk to them. Get New West to come in here and talk to the students. Thank you.
Something that I think is important to lobby at the municipal, provincial, and even national level is funding for athletes. So just recently, Kwantlen, their funding got cut, and that's something that I don't want to see happen at Douglas. So we're going to ensure to lobby to make sure that there's more funding for athletes, and yeah, thank you.
So as students, I think the concept of lobbying kind of sounds like such an adult thing, something that's kind of scary. I know definitely for me it's a bit of a scary term. So I think just sort of all of us, like making sure that we're staying educated on top of these things, so then we actually know what to do, how to lobby, how to do it properly, so then we can actually benefit you guys and what you guys want.
Just as Tanisha said, know what to do is important, but also what's important is what is the content of what we want. Students face challenges with the funding, so it was been always a problem that of tuition fees going up and the grants being cut down. So the main focus should be on the grants. And locally, there are students that have attending both campuses. We need that UPass. Thank you.
I think at the provincial level, we can lobby the government to reduce the escalating tuition fees. I know the DSU has been doing this since 6 years, and we will continue to do it. Thanks.
Right, so one thing that we would like to do is work with the municipal government to work on affordable housing for students, and we'd like to do that through looking through different policies to make that possible.
So when I came here to Canada, I knew that this was going to be very expensive for my parents. So during my first semester, I wanted to get a job, but guess what? I couldn't get it because my study permit said that we were not allowed to work. So I think we could work with the government in order to make it easier, like the transition to help international students to work here in Canada, in order for them to support their parents in a financially way. Thank you.
Hello again, everyone. So, what we want to lobby the government is that we won't student is in debt with the student loan. So what we want to do is we want to bring more grant for the student. That why after the student graduated, they don't have a debt that behind them and then stay with them. So thank you.
So as students, we already have so much to pay for and we have so many expenses. For the provincial government, we will lobby to raise minimum wages. It's important to keep up with inflation, and students need a minimum wage that they can live off of. Thank you.
So I'm already so impressed with some of the ideas that Team Action has come up with, and in addition to everything that they bring to the table, I think one thing that we can do is come together and really rally and lobby to federal government for some more funds for infrastructure so that we can have buildings so that David Lamb can be equal to New Westminster and have a student gathering place there as well. Thank you.
Okay, and now for some questions from the students, as read out by Marissa.
Okay, so as a member of Canada's Primary Reserve, what are you going to do about Remembrance Day? Last year, nothing was done. Are you going to fix this issue?
Sweet. So that's awesome. It's a good question. These are the type of things, actually, this is just a great example of something that we really want to be doing with students. The fact that creating a space where students can come to us with these suggestions, and as your representatives, we'll do everything that we can to make sure that something like that gets done, and that's a perfect example of something that we can easily get done in the future. So, yeah. Yes, Mike.
Are we all answering this question?
Yeah.
Oh, we are. Okay. Excellent. I think that's a great question, and I think that one thing that we really can look at doing and that we are hopeful for is bridging with our greater communities. So what is Douglas and New West? Who are we? What can we do? And how can we partner with our greater community? Who is David Lamb, in Coquitlam, Douglas College? How can we partner with what's already established and going on in the community so that we can be represented and be in partnership together for events like these, times like these, to honor our people? Thank you.
Lest we forget those individuals who gave their lives up so we could be right here. If you have an idea for a way to have an amazing Remembrance Day ceremony, come talk to us. We're your representatives. This is what we need to do as a community. Come together and remember those who were important to us. Thank you.
As my teammates have said, this is your school, and your ideas matter. So if that's something that you want to implement, then we can work with you and ensure that everything that you want to see happen at the school will happen. So if we get elected, we will put into action. Thank you.
So I think this definitely relates into something that we've been talking about this whole time, events, making sure that things that you guys want are things that are happening. So whether it's like a fun event or the remembrance, like the historical kind of events, these are all important things that I think if one person wants it, so do a lot of people. There's a huge need for it. So I think that's something that we all need to take into account. It's worked into our platform. It's worked into the main goals that we want, creating events for you guys that you guys want.
Yes. The question was if we are going to have Remembrance Day. Yes, we will. We did have our shortcomings last year, and we had the problems because there was some people who decided not to work. I believe that our team is strong enough to pick up, even if two of us will not be able to make it, there's 10 of us. Yes, we can make it, and we can make it awesome. Thank you.
I think even when we're campaigning, we're going around asking questions from everyone. What do you want at the DSU? And if you want this, we will do it. We will put it into action. More events? Yes. Thanks.
So yeah, as we've been saying this whole time, is that we want to connect everyone together. We want to hear your opinions. We want to provide more events and more programs for our students, and we want to hear what you have to say, and we want to represent you properly.
I really admire the importance Canadians put to this date. I remember my first year, I used to live in Uptown, and there was a parade for the veterans. So why not working with the New Westminster government in order for make this date like a better date to put it more important. So we could encourage students from Douglas College to go there and make this event a bigger one. Thank you.
Yes, we will take action and make it happen. We will always welcome to hear your opinion and what would you love to see happen in Douglas. So if students ever have any more ideas, just come to us because we represent you. We want to make sure that your voice being heard. Thank you.
I mentioned earlier that we want students to tell us what's missing on campus, and it's already happening. Let your voices be heard. Bring in your ideas, because we are here right now, and we are here listening to you. Thank you.
Next question. If you get elected, what would be your first action?
That's a great question. I like to play on words there. Fantastic. I think our first action would be sort of this sense of understanding that what we're doing is not just a temporary thing where we're coming in to just try and fix things that are 6 inches in front of our face. We want to really go in and sort of start a legacy, and I think the first important thing that's going to happen is really this whole idea of long-term planning, and I think that's going to be our first thing.
You mean after we high-five each other? Hello. I think that one of the biggest things, that's a great question, because we have a lot of possibilities and potentials and things that we're putting forward that we'd like to see done. And then it's about how do we put tangible feet on the ground and how do we actually make action happen. And I think that comes back to collaborating with you and having times when we can get together and really hear the voice of the people so that we can see what's one of the biggest things that you guys would like to see happen. Because what you guys want to see happen is what we want to see happen.
I think our first plan of action would be action, as our name is. Let's have a celebration because a new team is in, a team that's ready to make change. What brings people together? Food, drinks, and a good time. This is how we're gonna start. Our action is bringing you guys together because we're ready for action, and I hope you are too.
Well put, Sterling. And something that I think we will do as our first action is making sure that we're putting your money into the best possible places. Because you guys are the ones paying $60 every semester, and we want to make sure that it's going to the right places. So that would be our action. Thank you.
So I think our first action, definitely, after everything settles, all the dust settles, we're settled in, we're figuring things out, I think all of us collectively should come together and just get things straight, make a plan for this term that we have, and make sure that we're all on the same page. We want a unified rep committee. We want to make sure that we're all together and making our decisions.
Okay, if we get elected, first thing we want to do, since I'm an international student, I want to go around school and ask all the international students what would they like to see and what would they want to see in Douglas College, and I will try to make that happen because actions speak louder than words. Thank you.
So if we get elected, I think the first thing we would do is thank all of our supporters, all the people that have been there for us from the very beginning, all the people that want us to take action and be there and make these changes. We also want to create strategies for student success and make sure that it's going to be long-term success. Thank you.
Legacy, Aaron, I like that. What we want to do is leave the legacy and set up standards for next people to come in consecutive years, so that every single person that pays their fees, between $50 and $60 a semester, to have a proper quality services as well as responsible and great events that you guys deserve. Thank you.
So after the high fives and the celebrations, we're going to start advocating for open textbooks, as we're already saying. Thanks.
Alright, so the first thing that I would like to do as the Aboriginal representative is to talk with the Aboriginal students of Douglas to see what their opinions are and what their thoughts are about improving Douglas in any way possible, and just working with them however I can.
I believe that our first action should be putting our words into action, because action speaks louder than words. So everything you have heard today, we will try to work on it and implement it as soon as possible, as soon as we know we get elected. So vote for action. Thank you.
What idea are you most looking forward to making a reality if you're elected?
So the idea that I am most stoked about is this idea of open textbooks. You know, we come to Douglas, and at least for me, one of the biggest things is cost, right? You know, they advertise that it's cheaper. You know, $300 for a domestic student for a 3-credit course, but then my textbook's like $280. So it's, you know, pretty, yeah. So open textbooks, I think for me, is probably the biggest thing that I would want to push.
I think one of the things that I'm most excited about being if elected and if I become the David Lamb coordinator is really bridging the two communities. We are all one Douglas College, and sometimes that's forgotten. And so the thing I'm most excited about is being on par in Coquitlam with all the students here, and really being able to advocate for the services and campaigns and little incremental realities that will come into play at David Lamb, so that we're all equal under the Douglas College umbrella.
The thing I'm most excited about if we get elected is the Royals Athletic Year. So I feel that if we can produce apparel that you guys can wear, hats, t-shirts, sweaters, then you guys can come out and support the athletes and create a community around here at Douglas, because that's what we need here. Thank you.
The thing that I'm most excited for if we get elected as the Pride representative is making sure that the queer spaces on campus are a lot more advertised than they are, because a lot of people, they need that support, they need the help from that specific community, and as the Pride representative, I want to make sure that happens, and I'm the most excited for that to happen.
What I'm excited about the most is that I have 11 hard-working people on my team, 12 including me, that will support each other in advertisement. Most of the time, the problem with the events is that there's not enough people. Why is that? Because people just don't know they exist. You may or may not know there were multiple, for example, movie afternoons in DSU, both in here and in Coquitlam. You may or may not know about it. Why? Because there was, oh sorry, I got cut off, sorry.
So better scholarships for international students, which are not only based on academics but also on sports and leadership skills. Thanks.
So one thing that I'm really looking forward to is providing more events for all the students to connect everyone within Douglas College, so everyone has more opportunities to get to know each other and feel more comfortable within the school.
So I believe that every student should have the motivation and incentive to engage more on campus in order for them to improve their interpersonal skills as well as Douglas College itself. So for me, the biggest thing to make reality should be increase the number of jobs on campus, lower academic costs, and increase the number of events on campus. Vote for action.
As a college relations coordinator, I'm actually really excited to speak to a lot of the different departments to create either fun activities or events for you guys. There's a performing arts fund for $100,000 that's not being used, and there is an opportunity for student success, and we are going to make that happen. Thank you.
Hello everyone. If I get elected, the first thing I want to do is I want to create a smoothie bar at DSU building. because since DSU building have a kitchen and nobody hardly uses it, so I want to create a smoothie bar and that bring more options for students. And there's a lot of students hang out and chilling at the DSU, so healthy life. Thank you.
I'm an exciting guy and I'm bursting with excitement right now because of my amazing team and this whole situation that I'm in. But I have one idea that I'm really excited about, and that is getting inside this building. Having better doors so you don't have to try and pull those doors open. We should be able to slide in, so you guys work hard enough getting up that hill. You shouldn't work harder to just get in the building. So I want to work hand in hand with facilities, figuring out an appropriate budget to open the door.
What does transparency with the student body mean to you? In which ways, aside from minutes, will you be open with students?
All right, so transparency is a super big important thing for us. You know, like we said before, you could go into a classroom right now and say, you know, everybody who here knows what the DSU is, and you know, half the people won't even put their hands up. And so I think it's important that the transparency is more just minutes and stuff like that, but it's constantly being out, interacting with students, engaging with them, making it very easy to be seen and to know what's going on. So. Yeah.
That's a tough one. Transparency is being open and honest about everything you do. If you made mistake, it is your responsibility to take responsibility for it and own it. Don't hide it and just learn from it. And as people say, go around the classrooms. Thank you.
I think not many students here know that they can attend our rep meetings, so I'm planning to encourage them to attend our rep meetings and also to promote those. Thanks.
Personally, transparency is a huge issue that the DSU right now isn't really doing, and we want to make that happen. We want to let you know exactly what's going on. We want you to know where your money is going. Each and every one of you students are a member of the union. You each pay money, and all your money should be going towards what you pay for, what you want. We want you to know exactly what everything is going on. Thank you.
What students will realize if we get elected is that we're not doing this for the money, for the recognition. We're doing this for you guys. We want to help you. We want to make sure that your money is going to the right place. What you want to see at the college is happening. That's what we will do. And we will make sure to be as transparent as possible and be open to any suggestions. And we will always be there for you guys. Thank you.
I believe that transparency is everything. Trust will be the fundamental base for us to represent you, to let you know what we do for what you pay. Every student must know that they pay between $50 and $60 to the DSU. Therefore, we will let them know what we do with that money and make it work for them. Thank you.
Like my colleague already have said, trust is #1 main thing. So what we want to do is we want to encourage all the students to go our representative committee meeting, and we want to have more tabling out there so the students know what DSU is and what DSU about and what we do with the money. Thank you.
So trust is a big thing to have within someone, and we want to do the best we can to earn your trust and to keep that. And we want to openly communicate with the rest of the students to provide the best services we can, and we want to work with you on the important DSU policies and problems.
So transparency is very important. As college relations coordinator, I feel that it's important to be open about information, not just from DSU, but on a college level as well. And I feel that it's important to communicate, and that's what we will do.
So transparency is a really great concept, and it's different than visibility. It's not just about us being seen and about being heard. It's about being see-through, so that there's this concept that what happens is not hidden in any way, shape, or form, and that there is availability for questions and for us to answer those tough questions and for us to be together. And I think one of the things is minutes. Yes, those are great and those are important and those are posted on bulletin boards, but we also need to up the attendance in annual general meetings so that what happens in a meeting, people are there, people are aware, and there's transparency happening right in the room. Thank you.
For sure. Okay, I'm going to be transparent right now.
So last question. What kind of ideas do you have for social nights?
Awesome. It's a great question. Awesome. So we have lots of ideas for socials. We kind of don't like the idea of just saying, hey, like we're gonna have like a pub night once a month kind of thing, or just constantly pushing pub nights or a free food event. It's more than that. We understand that there's students of all ages and all interests here at Douglas. I won't take all the ideas, so you guys have nothing to say, but one thing that's really cool for me is I like trivia nights. Anyone like trivia nights here? Like trivia nights pretty cool. And then having like prizes and stuff. So trivia nights is something that I think I totally like and would do, and then we'll talk about other stuff.
Something that I really enjoy is karaoke. So not a lot of people enjoy that, but I think it's something that we need to bring to DSU. So yeah, there's that.
I think this concept is really interesting and fascinating and goes beyond getting together for a drink. I think one of the things is looking at how in our community we can amplify the arts and what that looks like. So yes to karaoke, and yes to getting together, and I write spoken word, so if anyone's interested in jamming, having a creative art space where we can all get together in safety and community and share our artistic voices.
Hello again. So since I'm graduated from United States and we always have a big cookout, so what I want to do is I want to have a big cookout before every Royal game. That way students can come to the DSU and have a cookout, hamburger, hot dog, and then after that cookout we can go to the game and support our Royal team. Thank you.
We want to host more inclusive events for all ages, all genders, and for both domestic and international students. Thanks.
We had one mic night, which involved students, whenever they're singers, whenever they're guitar players or drum players, saxophone players, or they just like poetry and they want to share. It was great. Let's bring it back.
Any nature lovers out there? Woo! Well, here's an idea. Let's go for a hike. Whoever wants to come. We'll have food, whether you're vegetarian, vegan, or you like to eat meat. It doesn't matter. And then finish the night and stargaze. If you like that idea, come talk to me.
Something that I would like to implement if we get elected is something called a pep rally. Has anyone heard of that? Show of hands. Yeah, so that would be really cool to have all the athletes come out and have basically like a parade going on, music, dancing, food, all that cool stuff. So that's what I'm excited about. Thank you.
Alright, so another idea that we would like to have for events is to host an open mic night. So that's open to like any musicians, singers, any slam poetry or anything that you want, and just enjoy the time.
So I know that every Douglas College students make their best to get the best grades. So in my case, for me, after working hard during the weekdays, I love hanging out with friends. So I would really like to implement like a sport theme to the DSU lounge, in which we're gonna have TVs and make that kitchen work in order for us to hang out, talk with friends, chill down, eat a hamburger, and watch a match. Thank you.
Closing remarks?
Okay, and so that's all for the questions, and now it's time for closing remarks. Every candidate gets 1 minute to tell you why they deserve your vote and why you should trust them. So here it is, and that's it.
Yeah, all right. Are you good time now? Okay. Yeah, so thanks for everybody that came and heard and asked questions and stuff like that. Like I said, my name's Aaron. I'm running for the treasurer position along with my team Action. And, you know, we're here because we care. And, you know, you can find us in the concourse right there. That's our table. There's one at David Lamb as well. Ask us questions, visit our Facebook page, and yeah, come and ask. We're here to listen to you guys. Yippers.
Hi again. As I was saying, my name is Jersey. I was volunteering for 2 years with DSU, and then I was working as disabilities liaison for another 2 years. So this is my third and last year, and I'm running for internal relations representative. Why should you vote for me? I want to become a firefighter, and I want to bring the same burning desire to help you and serve you guys. So.
My name is Monique again. So we want real change. We are a group of diverse leaders from different communities of the college, and we are here to represent you. Vote for students who care about other students. Vote for students who care about creating real change. We care about where your money is going, and we are going to work hard not because we're required to, but because we want to. Vote for leaders, vote for real change, vote for action.
For all of you who don't know, my name is Sterling Hillman, and as your disability representative, one thing I want to do is end the stigma associated with the word disability. Thank you. I want the school to be accessible for everyone, no matter your size, no matter how smart you think you are special. Everyone matters, doesn't matter, okay? I want to serve you, whatever your needs are. I will be in the concourse as much as possible to help each and every one of you fulfill your goals, fulfill your dreams. And if you want to see action at Douglas College, you're looking at it.
So, as I said before, my name is Manuel Peña. I'm running for member at large. I believe that my great team and myself, we are experienced leaders on and off campus, so we believe we can represent you guys the best way possible. So we will put our words into action. Vote for action.
So my name is Prabjot Hundal and I'm running for member at large position. I'm running in this election because I want the voice of international students to be heard. I want the things to be easier for them. I want to show the DSU the ground reality of international students. So vote for me and vote for action. Thank you.
Thank you everybody to come out here and listen to us this morning. So, as I already tell you, my name is Paul Wittiawapat and I'm running for member at large position. So, I'm not gonna say a lot because actions speak louder than words. So, come share your idea and we will make it happen. Thank you.
If you guys want change, vote for action. If you want more events, vote for action. If you want compassion, vote for action. That's what we're about. That's what my team's about, and that's what we've said this entire time here. We want to make positive change in this school, and we want to represent you guys, because this is your school, and your money matters, and we want to represent you. Thank you guys. My name is Surya Viswanathan, and I'm running for your External Relations Coordinator. Thank you.
Alright, so my name's Sahara Tom. I would like to be running for the Aboriginal representative, and I feel that my team Action, we would be the best fits to properly represent college and to properly communicate with the students to provide the best services within Douglas.
Hey, what's up? Hello again. My name is Meredith Graham, and I'm running for the David Lamb coordinator position with this incredible team of players. Individual, passionate, compassionate, empathetic, driven, motivated, intelligent people on this team. And the question isn't, why do I think I deserve your vote? The question is, why and where and how are you going to use your money and your voice? Where are you going to put it? Who are you going to put it behind? Which team on this platform are you going to stand behind that has articulated today when, how, and why we want to create action? So use your voice. We encourage you as young people to do that. And we look forward to hitting the polls next week. Thank you all for your time here today.
Okay, thank you everybody for coming out to the last All Candidates Forum. Remember to vote.
Have a good rest of your day. Thanks again for coming out.
That's February 29th to March 4th. Vote from 10 a.m. till 7 p.m. From Monday till Thursday, and then 10 a.m. till 12 p.m. on the Friday, March 4th.